Hey guys, it's time for Breakthrough with Coach Lou. Coming to you live from Accelerate Life University, XLR8Life.com. Coach Lou will help you break through anything that's stopping you. Are you ready to get the motivation, the energy, the life, and all the success you really want and deserve? With no further ado, here's Coach Lou.
Welcome to Breakthrough with Coach Lou. We are live this morning, Monday morning, ready to rock and roll, guys. Yes, here it is. I love how the subtitles spell my name, L-O-U. What is up with that? Well, I guess that's the norm. But you know what? We are not the norm, guys. That's the one thing I want to remind you of, is if you're a part of this show, we are not the norm, not the typical, not the average. Okay, that's why I want to come to talk to you about something really important today. And I mean really important, because these are the kind of things that are going to make a huge difference in your life. And that's why I'm here, to deliver a difference to you. Something you can use now, not later. Not something that you figure out, learn about, think about later on in life, or say, oh, someday that might be a good idea, but tools you can use here, now, and today. Okay? So today I want to ask you a question. What is your biggest holdback in life? What's holding you back? You might go, oh, maybe I'm not being held back. Maybe I have a good career, and maybe I have a great family, and I think things are going well, right? Well, I'm not really where I thought I'd be at this age, Coach, but, I'm okay. Okay, it's not what you're on this show for. Okay is not a standard that we're after. And you may go, oh, yeah, okay. Well, it's this economy. This president, the last president, the next president, it's China, it's COVID, it's this, it's that. This is all holding me back. Okay. Really? I would ask you a question. Are there people succeeding right now, no matter how tough some things may be in the overall? Oh, well, yeah. Those people that know how to do it. Yeah, you can all day long about it. But there's a real question in here. Do you feel like you should be further ahead by now in life? Yeah, don't we all? Okay, I am not your guru God here that's going to tell you I have it all figured out 110%. Okay, I'm still in a process of doing this. Boom, we're going to clear up that video. We got a little bit of adjustment to go here, because I'm a little fuzzy. There we go. Is that better? All right. Yep. Lighting's a little crazy because we got rain this morning in Central Florida instead of sunny, beautiful blue skies. So do you feel like you should be further ahead? I think we've all had that moment, especially in the past few years, where we go, well, this isn't how I planned it right now. We were tooling along and all this and everything was going great. And all of a sudden, we kind of have a little bit of a situation in life here. Things have happened. Let me just give you a little piece of something, a little tidbit for you. Last night I had a nightmare. Okay, I had a box of cash, nice, and jewelry and stuff, and I don't know, we were on the road somewhere doing an auction somewhere else, and it disappeared. And then I got home, and we got to the office, and all my inventory was gone, and everything was gone. It was like everything I've worked so hard for is gone. And I was like, I woke up literally like that, and I was like, wow, okay, I probably am further ahead than that. But there's those moments where you look and go, I really thought I'd be further ahead by now. I think we can all agree that we had different visions for where we'd be today. Okay, and you might be in a better spot than you thought, and God bless you there. So the other question is, do you feel paralyzed, held back, almost helpless because, well, it's not really my fault what happened to me or what's happening or what's going on. That is the most dangerous spot to be in of all of them. Okay? All right, when you figure out, okay, what's holding me back the most, then you can go after it. When you think, I feel I should be further ahead in life, well, step on the accelerator. But when you feel paralyzed, held back, the government's holding me back, they're making me get shots, they're making me do this, I can't, my business, I can't do this. I'm basically helpless. I can't change anything that's going on around me. I can't change it. It's happening to me. Okay? That is the most dangerous spot you could be in. Okay? Because really, you are not helpless. You are not held back and you are not paralyzed. Are you friggin' inconvenienced right now? Probably. There's a lot of things going on that is an attack on the people who want to work, the people who want to open businesses, the really productive citizens in our country, folks. And I'm not afraid to say it. You're the ones under attack. The lazy son of a guns out there, which probably aren't even watching this, the ones that are sitting there smoking their pot and sucking down bowls of cereal, playing video games, going, this is the life. Thank you, U.S. government. Thank you, working folk. Okay? Losers. Okay? Losers. I'll call it what it is. If you sit around and do drugs all day and drink and live off a government check, you are a loser. And you might say, oh, that's kind of harsh, Coach. No, that's truth. Remember, I tell the truth. I simplify and I tell the truth. The truth is, you might feel because you're a working person, because you're somebody who's productive, that you're not, you may as well throw your hands in the air and become one of these slugs of society that lays back and collects government checks and lives off your money. But why would you do that? In your heart, you're made for better. And right now, if you're slugging it out there in the world, folks, and come on, focus. If you're slugging out in the world and you're doing that, change your ways. Get productive. Become a real human being, because you can't live like that. I've told you the story before, and I don't know if you remember, but when I was 16, I was on my own, living in my own little apartment. I'd work day and night to keep a roof over my head and eat, and of course go out and have beers. A little wilder then. But my buddy would come over, and this dude was like 40 years old. Cool guy, really nice guy, loved to play video games, really, really kind individual. Never married, had an occasional girlfriend, and we'd talk about it. He's like, I can't have nothing serious in my life. He looks at me, he goes, kid, why do you work so damn hard? Because I'm like, we gotta go. I gotta go to work. All right, it's been fun playing video games, but I gotta roll. It's 9 o'clock. I gotta be there at 10 o'clock at night. Work all night long and during the day. He goes, kid, why are you working so hard? And I'm like, well, no, because I got to. He goes, I go out. My work is I walk out to the mailbox and get a check. And call HEAP once a month, and they pay my heat bill, and I do get to sit around and party and have some beers and play video games, and occasionally this girl comes over, and her and I hook up, and I'm like, wow, that's a real great future. Don't you want to have kids or anything? I'm thinking, most people by that point in life want something more. And he said, why would I want to do anything else? Why would I want to work? And I was like, well, you're cool and nice and fun and, good friend, but damn, dude, the difference between you and me is in 5 years, you're still going to be living in this shit neighborhood that we live in here. You're going to be going out for a government check. You're going to have nothing. You're still going to rent a little tiny 1-bedroom or efficiency apartment up above a bar. Okay, I rented a tiny little 1-bedroom apartment up above a bar. Some nights I used to even go down to 10 bar to make extra money. But I realized I was getting out of there. I wasn't staying there. That wasn't my goal in life. Okay? My goal was to get out there and do something. Have a real life. Have something. Be able to have a show someday and come to you guys and have a business. And, I did have a vehicle at the time, which was kind of unusual for my neighborhood. Most people didn't even have their own damn vehicles. Okay? But that was an eye-opener. And to this day, I'm like, hey, thanks to my buddy for opening my eyes to the fact of why I was working so hard. And that power of why is important in all of this stuff that we're doing. What motivates you? Why do you want it? Why do you want to do better? Why must you do better? Your kids, your spouse, your family, yourself, your creator. I mean, when you got that why, you're going to rock. Okay, so in the modern world we live in today, which is different than back then in that story, it is not uncommon for all of us to have these feelings. Okay, there are days when stuff just comes barreling at you that I sit here and go, I just literally feel like I'm under a mound of dirt. And, and I'm like, why? What's different today? Well, it's the entitlement, it's the this, it's the that you got to deal with people that you really got to drag through some of this stuff where most people would just go easy peasy, solution, boom, done. That's what I'm all about. Solution, boom, done, get it done. Let's go next. Let's make this stuff happen. Win-win. And in these days everybody's like, well, you gotta accommodate me. What do you mean accommodate you? Step up. Now, if you're in a wheelchair, yeah, we're going to accommodate you and make sure you got room to get through our store and stuff. Yeah, that's a different story. But if you got two legs, and two arms, you can't say, can you bring me that thing from the back and show it to me? No, go look at it. Walk over. Okay, but that's and that's not an everyday occurrence. But that's a kind of a goofy example. But it's the truth. People need to step up. You and I need to step up. Even if we're already stepping up, we need to go step up more. But it's not uncommon to feel this paralyzed, helpless. Oh my God, it's so much harder. Ooh, I'm so much further behind than I thought I would be. It's not uncommon. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not alone. The difference is you don't give up. You don't just sit back and go, screw it, I'll join the ranks of the lazy. You go, what do I do to take this to the next step? Think about it, though, about why you have these feelings, okay? We're going to play a little blame game here. Anybody have the weather app on their phone? Constantly. Oh, global warming. The water is up 1/4 of 1 inch. Oh, my God, at the beach. Okay? Do you remember ice ages and Noahs and floods? And guys, this stuff has been going on for years. And El Nino and El Nino. I mean, especially here in Florida, we pay attention to that because of the weather patterns, because of hurricanes. This isn't anything new. Okay? And then we get into this and make everything electric and it'll fix everything. Kill cows and it'll fix it. What? How about stop spraying chemicals on everything? We have made strides on the trust me, because I've been around the industry, the auto industry, strides on the emissions. They've done so good. Nobody ever says, wow. Hey, I remember back in maybe the 80s. I don't really remember the 70s as far as cars or anything, but when cars stunk, and if you were in a room with a car running, your eyes were instantly burning and stuff. They've made a lot of strides, but let's look at the overall picture, not just the agenda picture. Now, you may be on one side or the other. You might be going, hey, global warming's a thing. You have that right to that opinion. You might be on the other side going, it's not. How about there is stuff going on and the world is kicking us back a little bit, going, hey, some stuff's got to change, but it doesn't mean you plug everything into an electric socket and that makes it fixed. You got to think outside of the box. But my point to it is every time you turn on your weather app, there's a tornado, 2 dead, this dead, that dead. Oh, there could be a tsunami. There could be this. COVID's coming back. What the hell does the weather app have any right reporting any news other than weather? They don't know about medical. They don't know about mosquitoes. They know about weather. Stick to it. Okay, but it's constantly binging on your phone. Oh, weather alert. It's going to rain. Okay, guess what? It frickin' rains somewhere every day. Okay, now if there's a tornado coming down the middle of the road, folks, hey, let's talk about that. Now we got a situation. Now I need to know about that. There's a tornado within 5 miles. I need to know about that, but not every time. There's going to be a thunderstorm. Okay, well, we get that every day here. There's going to be snow in Buffalo. Oh, that's a big surprise, unless it's July 4th. But it's that dramatization Or God forbid you turn on the news, folks, please. Oh, the world is just in a state of war and murder and unfairness and everything else. Let me tell you, if you don't get your head screwed on straight and say, you know what, retain freedom, retain my right to defend myself, you may find yourself in that kind of world. But these things aren't like happening in your town where it's like, you're going to get murdered if you go to the grocery store. I mean, could happen. But my point to it is, it's the over dramatization that makes you feel overwhelmed. Like, why would I even try? We're so held back. There's so much going on. I can't get through the day, let alone, focus on the future or some goals. Yes, you can. Okay? Listen, we've been force-fed COVID, murder hornets. That was really an amazing, stab at whatever, media stab. Climate change, war, open borders, destruction in our own country by our own people. And then this guilt if you're successful. Okay? Oh, if you're successful, you shouldn't buy a car. You should give it away to the poor. Oh, when you buy a new car, the salesman made a commission to be able to eat and pay and put a roof over the head of his family. The dealership owner made a profit to take care of his family and be a producing citizen. The detailer that washed that car has the opportunity to make a living. The guys on the line that built the car, the marketing departments that hire these people who somebody's sitting there and creating marketing campaigns for that dealership, all paid their people. Isn't that America, folks? I think that man that bought the brand new expensive car that's very successful did contribute by keeping people's jobs, okay? And jobs other than typing on a keyboard going, I'm going to make money in the digital society. Okay, this is great. We're in the digital society, guys. Love technology. I'm not picking on it. But after a while, you can't build a car typing on a keyboard. Okay, you can't cook a meal typing on a keyboard. You can communicate, you can teach with a keyboard and a camera. Love it. You can entertain with a keyboard and a camera. Love it. But, this mindset of, oh, feel guilty for being successful. Oh my God, what the hell? Go out and succeed, my friends. I want you to succeed. The more you succeed, the better I feel, because if I have one little piece of helping you succeed, that's what makes me excited. I don't sit there and go, oh, you're further ahead than I am. And I taught you that and you're making more money than I am. God bless you. I want that to happen. I want you to succeed. See, if we went in more of a success-seeking version of society, wow. And then it's okay when you do succeed if you want to donate to your favorite charity. You want to feed families. We do it. We take care of the backpack program at our school here, our local school for the elementary school. They send the kids home that normally wouldn't eat with food in a backpack every weekend so those kids don't go hungry. Okay, this is serious stuff. And you know what? A lot of those families are struggling to put food on their table. They are working frickin' families. They got both parents working. They maybe just have quite a few kids and stuff like that, and it's tough on them or whatever the case is. Most of them don't have sluggy parents, but even if the parents are drugged and drunks and stuff, those kids still need to eat, okay? There's nothing wrong with contributing. The thing is you decide where and how you contribute, okay? We're not going to go to these people that are, using drugs and not feeding their kids and go, hey, here's a $20 bill, go to the grocery store. They're going to drug themselves out, folks. Let's face the reality. But you send them home with food, these little boys and girls can eat. That's a shame. But most of them in our community, a lot of these are just hardworking families, and a lot of them are just larger families. They have 4 or 5 kids, and they're couples that maybe didn't get the opportunity or didn't create the opportunity to go to a higher education or haven't hit that point yet, but they're working hard to get better. Well, that's especially the people you want to help, not the people that lay back and expect it. Okay, and I'm not talking about the people who are disabled. If somebody's severely disabled, that is not being lazy. Don't ever quote me as, oh, well, you must not like somebody who's disabled because they can't work. Truly disabled. Okay, I can't leave my house without my emotional support dog is not a reason not to work. And then you're like, oh, you're going to go at somebody. Some people do have serious emotional issues. Yes, they do. All right, I've dealt with it a lot in coaching, not picking on them. But you could work from home. If you had the fear of leaving that was so overwhelming and a psychiatrist or a coach can't get you past that, you can still work from home. Okay. These are the things. Now, the person that's, really, really, really handicapped to the point they cannot work, that's what we have social systems in place for. That's what you have a community for. Now, if you think that Social Security is going to take care of somebody who's totally disabled and they're going to live a decent life, no. That's when you step in as a community and go, hey, John over there was a good guy and he got really injured at work and he can't even barely move or he's totally disabled. And then you step in and you help John and his family. Okay? Cool stuff. That's what success will give you. Okay, I'm not saying, the only way you help the community is to buy stuff, but I am saying that's your choice. But we shouldn't, my point to that was, you should never feel guilty to be successful unless you're doing it in a way that's hurting people. Now, if you're a dirtbag drug dealer and, you're getting people addicted to drugs and their children aren't eating because of you, that is not success. But if you're a successful business person, just think of the ability you have to help others. Now, you may, again, not be going, here's a handout. You might go, I'm going to go to the local, college that they're teaching GED and stuff and offer to give, once a month a class on skills and entrepreneurial skills to give people options. That's a great gift. And, it's not even gifting money. But if you reach one person and they start to grow, woo! And you're going, Lou, where are we going with this? This is the thing that's holding me back. There's one word, okay? And I know you guys are waiting for it. And there is one word, folks. So, shouldn't we do something to change this current paralysis in the world? Okay, we all talk about it, bitch about it on Facebook, and half the time you get your posts knocked off if you say anything that's hits home a little too hard, and, everybody's censoring us, and there's nowhere to talk freely. Well, then create something. Think about it. If you're an entrepreneur and you're going, there, this person, that person's kicking me off this board and that board because I'm telling the truth, start your own board. Start your own thing. Okay? But that's a whole discussion for a different day. Well, what's the common factor in all this of what we've been talking about? Dun, 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 dun. Here it comes, guys. It's coming. Bear with me here. What really holds you back? Yell it back to me because I think you already know. Don't you? Put it in the chat. What is it? You got it. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. Oh my God, comes down to one word. False evidence that appears real. We've all heard that one. F everything and run. I saved you the super superlative on that one. Or face everything and rise. I like that one better. It's a better option. But what is fear really? What is it? Okay? What was fear really? What did God or your creator or however you term that, what did they put fear into our, that's an instinct. That's not something we learn. Fear is an instinct. Fear is designed to get us to respond and make a decision to fight, flee, or freeze. That is its sole purpose. Is it time to fight for your life? Is it time to run like hell? Or is it time to just don't move? And you're going, well, how does that all work? Okay, if someone's in your house and you're cornered and they're coming at you to harm you in the middle of the night, and you're backed in a corner, you can't run. If you just freeze, they're going to kill you. You got to fight. Okay? And I'm not an advocate of violence and anything else. I can certainly take care of myself if necessary. But you'd have to fight in that case. All right? What about a big bear comes charging out of the woods and you're kind of on your back porch and you can get in the door and lock your door? You're going to flee. You're not going to go out and fight the bear and go, come on, I know Taekwondo, buddy. I'm going to kick your bear ass. No, you're going to run. You're going to get in the house. What if you step and there's a rattlesnake and he starts, shh? Well, you might not want to flee. You might want to just hold still and he might put his little head down and scoot away. Okay? There's a time and a place for each of the fight, flee, or freeze issues. All right? It is designed to protect us. The reptilian brain, that old side of it that's just designed for survival, it doesn't think of comfort. It doesn't think of, I love this Life Boost coffee. It thinks, I'm thirsty, I need water now. Get water, okay? Or get food, or run, something's dangerous coming, or you hear a loud noise and that could mean something's about to hit you, so you flinch and you step back and you pay attention. It's not designed to help you grow. It's not designed to help you go, oh, that's just a baby bear and he's 50 feet away from me. He's cute. Let me snap a picture. It's more like mama bear's going, rawr! Okay? That's what fear is getting you to take a choice of. The other one is, oh, do I take a picture or a video? Okay? So fear is good when you're faced with life-threatening, urgent situations that you need a fast, explosive response of some sort. If there's a car accident and, that fear kicks into you, you don't sit there and go, let me take a video of this. You start thinking, hey, that car is smoking over there. I need to get the ignition turned off because I'm afraid it's going to blow up and harm the person. Okay? Those are the kind of things that it's positive for. Okay? The biggest problem to it is perceived or created fear that's not real and has a severe paralyzing effect. This is where fear destroys most people's dreams. Okay? This is the stuff that really isn't going to eat you, run you over. You're not going to fall off a cliff. You're not going to die. Okay? Oh my God, I need a raise so bad, but I just can't go in and talk to my boss. I'm so scared. What's your boss gonna do? Shoot you? Eat you? Fire you? If you're that unstable at your workplace, you better find something else. Okay? Oh. Well, what else? Well, what if I start a business and it doesn't work? What if I buy real estate and the market changes? I'm going to laugh my ass off because you know what? I got my head lobbed off my shoulders in 2008 in the real estate crash. But some of the good I did before that with the real estate investing, I could have never done. It provided me some of the education and coaching and the events I did with Tony and stuff like that, and the ability to be on a leadership team and do stuff like that I wouldn't have been able to do if I had just worked a standard job. If I had been afraid to buy and invest and hustle, and I'd hustle back in those days. Okay, I remember when I bought my first house. It was a train wreck. Okay. It was a train wreck, and I was scared, and I bought it with a little bit of money down, and I was like, well, and I took a little second mortgage from the owner to make sure I, didn't have to put too much money down. And then I'm like, shit, I don't even know if I can live in this thing. There's no flooring. Okay? So, I could have been afraid to do it and never done it. Okay? But that started a cause set in motion. Then, you know what? I was fearful enough to not make a change when I was warned about the real estate market flipping over so bad, and I paid the price. I should have been afraid of that. I should have not frozen, because I kind of was frozen. I stayed in one place. I should have flighted the minute there was an inkling that there was going to be such a crash in the real estate. I should have gotten out. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. learned. Okay. But that teaches you to watch trends in life. And I'm not talking, this isn't a financial sermon here. This is simply, when you see things happening, maybe you're in a relationship and you see your spouse is unhappy. You start going, well, a little bit of fear there would be good. What's going on? You don't buy me flowers anymore. Remember that old song? Oh, wow. Well, you don't cook me breakfast anymore. But those are things that those fears, if you go, hey, something's wrong here, be alert. It can be your friend. Now, every time your spouse is 5 minutes late coming home, don't be afraid they're having an affair or that they're dead on the highway. Don't overget. But if you feel something's, you got a little fear that something's not right, that's a warning sign that says, hey, maybe I need to step up. Maybe I need to go to the flower store. Okay. Just think of it that way. Guys, we're not going to get into all the mechanics of fear. You know why? Because we got an entire month to do it. All through October, we're doing a 5-part series. Today being day 1 of 5 parts. So we got 4 more parts after this to bring you past fear. If I'm turning red, it is my niacin. I apologize. I just felt the... yes, I'm very, very health-oriented, guys, because I fear getting sick and dying someday, so I'd rather live a long life. So that's where fear can be good. As long as it doesn't paralyze you and make you stressed all the time and manifest it, you're good. But back to reality here. Next week, we're going to cover what fear actually is. Okay, we're going to talk about the physiology, the psychology, how it affects your body, your mind, your outcome, how you can harness it, etc. And the week after that, we're going to find out how fear controls you. How does it really stop you for the most part? Or how does it push you forward in some cases? Or how does it push you back? We're going to get into the mechanics of how it actually takes a hold on you. And I know I'm making it sound like it's an outside force. It's actually what you allow, but it sounds crazier that way. All right, the following week, we're going to talk about breaking through fear. Breakthrough with Lou. Did you ever notice a pattern here in all these years, guys? We're always busting through something that's in your way. But then, after you bust through something, the final week of the month, we're going to go, what lies on the other side of fear? Oh, okay. There's always daylight after dark. There's always success, or there's always relief after pain. There's always something better when you take control of it and you bust through it. Wow, pretty darn cool. Okay, quick commercial for Life Boost Coffee, guys. Love it. Totally organic, low acid, no mycotoxins, loaded with polyphenols and all kinds of healthy compounds. So I'm going to leave a link down below for that. I am an affiliate. I get a tiny little baby commission if you order through my link, so please order through my link. But if you're a coffee drinker, it is the best. Appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to having you on next week's show. Also, I'm going to leave a link here to get you started up next month's, this month, we're in October, our Coach Lou Inner Circle, Click, C-L-I-C, kind of cool little twist there, being a click, I'm inviting you free. I have limited seats for that, but I'm inviting you free to attend the live meeting where we can communicate. It's a Zoom meeting. We can talk. We can go over things. We're going to really, really delve in. This month's meeting is going to be awesome, but I'd like to invite you for free to give it a shot because I'd like you to be part of our family there. If you like Breakthrough with Lou and you get some things on this, and Click, you're going to get 4 in-depth trainings every month, a weekly released in-depth training and courses, and you got a Facebook group to belong to. Then we have that once a month major meeting where you can really interact together and with me. Okay, that is a live thing. It's not me talking at you. And then we do a book review, or maybe a video or course review. It might not always be a book, where we take some of the greatest minds like Eddie Milet and some of the really, really, really cool people, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and delve into one of their books. So we all read it together that month. I mean, we don't sit there and read it out loud together. And then we get on to another quick special Zoom meeting and go, what do we get from this book? What's the outline? What can we use? and get a little input from each other and go forward with it and go, you know what? Let's take advantage of these great minds. I'd love to tell you, I'm your only coach of all coaches. I learned from these guys, okay? My mentors are some of the damn greatest in the world. Some of them I've met in person, interacted with. Some of them I've never seen other than YouTube, okay? But there's some great minds out there with some great material. In Coach Lou Inner Circle, we cover health, we cover business, relationships, success, planning, time management. It is an overall life training. Okay, there's not just one little piece to life. But for now, let's get past this fear. So I look forward to seeing you on next week's show. The link below, I'll put the links out for Coach Lou Inner Circle for that free guest event. And also for Life Boost Coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, just try this coffee and tell me if it does not kick. But, guys, with faith, energy, passion, always live your dreams. This is Coach Lou, and I will see you on the next roundabout. Be blessed. Have an amazing day.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lou himself. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dreams.